Alright, I'm here with a brand new pickup video, and a pretty good one this week. Some great garage sale finds, nice little trade credit deal again, and some just, other great stuff. So I'll jump right into that now. Of course, going to new releases. Both these games came out the same day, the day before before the upload of this video. We got here Paper Mario Origami King. I haven't got the chance. It just came in the mail. I haven't got the chance to check this one out yet. I'm hoping for the best. I did not like the past two Paper Marios. I think the first two, the N64 game is my favorite of them, and I think that's one of my probably top 20 games of all time. GameCube game is also great, and I'm hoping this is closer to them. I'm not too happy with no EXP, so it's kind of de-emphasizing any kind of RPG mechanics, but at least if it's at least a fun enough time. I didn't think the Wii U one was too bad, except for the horrible gamepad battle system mechanic. Absolutely horrible, but other than that, that game wasn't too bad. Also, got Ghost of Tsushima for PS4. Only on PS4, I guess. I don't know why I clarified that, but been looking forward to this game for a while. Ever since they revealed it, I think this game looks awesome. And seen a lot of photo mode pictures of it on Twitter, and looks fantastic. So excited for that one. I also picked this up. It was on sale at Best Buy for $15, so I figured why not. Tales of Vesperia. I haven't played a Tales games in a good while. I think the last one I played really to any extent was Xillia. I tried Zestiria, and I didn't care for that one. I know that one's pretty not well liked, so maybe that's why. And then I skipped Berseria. I just didn't play that one. So I didn't play a whole ton of Vesperia just because it was on 360 and I didn't really play too much 360. So looking forward to jumping into that one further. Also got some stuff at my local game store here. This is a pretty nice find. This ended up being $10 for me. It is missing manual, unfortunately, but I have a cart for this. Pretty good find on this. Revolt complete. Well, not complete, but in box for N64. Got to find a manual for that. I have a whole list of manuals I need to get at conventions or whatever. Can never seem to find a lot of them. So, and then I had this game showed up at one of the game stores near me. Their price on it was $120, and I still had $105 for my trade credit from a bunch of stuff last week. If you didn't watch last week's video, I got $175 in trade credit, and I bought Street Fighter Alpha 3 on Dreamcast. And then I used, this was $120. I had $105 left, so for $15 plus tax or whatever, I picked up a complete in-box copy of StarCraft 64. Really nice shape, really good deal. Very happy with that find. Another harder to come by N64 game off the list now, and complete in box, of course, definitely makes it even better. Some rainy Saturday morning finds. Not a bad turnout for a rainy Saturday morning, although kind of unfortunate because there was, 4 neighborhood sales going on and didn't find too much. But some decent finds. Nothing too bad. Some games for $1 each, and a few winners here, actually. A few pretty solid titles in here. Rock Band 4 probably being the best. This game is probably over $40 used, so pretty good title there. Another winner, this was about maybe 25 to 30. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 for $360. So this one will probably need to run through the resurfacing machine, but not too bad. One for my collection that was in pretty good shape. I had the first two, but I didn't have the third one, Gears of War 3. This was complete and in pretty good shape. You can see it still has the Xbox seal on the side, although it's not sealed. Although a game that was sealed, Bioshock 2, still sealed and everything, so and I don't know why. But, and it's not even must be pretty old, because it's not even the Platinum Hits version or anything. So, probably pretty old then. So yeah, $1 each on those, so that's pretty good. Let's see what it got this here. This was kind of neat. This was $4. This PlayStation backpack type thing. Got this pink DS Lite in the box for $5. Unfortunately, the DS is no good. It has a broken hinge. But I have two systems now, because I have the one from 2 weeks ago now. 2 videos ago, I should say, that has a broken hinge. So I'll probably just sell these in a lot and try to make something out of them. And then this was a pretty good deal. I don't know if this works yet. I would assume it would, because it's in good shape, and you can see that I just, filming this just as I get back. There's still raindrops on this as it was raining, but a PS3 Super Slim for $10. I have cords that I can pair with it. It didn't come with any cords, but pretty nice little find there. It's in nice shape. It's in really nice shape. Not really too many scratches or scuffs on it. You know if something's in nice shape if it's not missing all these stupid things on the bottom, the little rubber feet or whatever. And the void sticker's not been ruined, so I would assume this works just fine, hopefully. And that's a good pickup. Got my Thursday garage sale finds here. Not great. Not a pretty slow morning. Not too many sales out. Some sales that should have been better that weren't very good. Just not great. But I did buy a lot of stuff here. I don't know how good this is going to be. I might have just bought it because it was a slow morning, but I think I'll make at least some decent enough profit to make it worthwhile. This stuff's in good shape. So they had all this stuff marked down. I was trying to, negotiate. They had a bunch of game stuff, and I kind of asked the woman there, what she would do if I was going to do some kind of bundle deal. And the bundle deal prices that she gave me were like barely coming down on anything. So I paid quite a bit for this stuff. I mean, it's worth it. Just hopefully everything goes all right with it. I'm trying to get out the first thing here. I should have been better prepared, but, if you watch my videos long enough, I have no idea what's going on. First things first, a new 3DS. I don't know what this is, some kind of film on it. I mean, that makes it nice that it's been protected a little bit better. Gray new 3DS system in pretty nice shape. Need some cleaning on the screens, but the screens are not scratched. They just have some smudges and some crap on them, but nice shape. That is good. And then there's another new 3DS in there as well. These sell pretty quickly right now. These are pretty good buys right now. I just sold one not that long ago for $130, so certainly good buys at the moment. There's also the red one in here, in similar condition. They both had chargers with them. One of them was an off-brand charger. I don't really want to mess with, but not too bad. It came with some games for this bundle. They wanted $5 each on a game per game, and don't know how really. I wouldn't have paid that if it weren't for this if it weren't for this being a bundle. I would not have paid $5 a game. But there's Plants vs Zombies. Gotta make sure all these are in here. I checked most of them. Lego Avengers, DS, Lego Batman 2, 3DS. That was the only DS game in there. There's 3DS Transformers Dark of the Moon. Some of these may be bundlers. I might bundle some of the lesser good games with the 3DSs just kind of to try to get something out of them. Also, I lied. This was not the only DS game. They put Modern Warfare 3 in a 3DS case for some reason. This one I'll probably keep for my collection. Steel Diver. This is Nintendo published. It was actually a launch game. And these games, I'll give it that, they're all in very good condition. So I'm going to keep that one for my collection. Lego Jurassic World. Yeah, they definitely, it's nice to see. I mean, they asked for higher prices. They probably commanded a little bit more since they actually took care of their stuff. I don't know how many lots. If this stuff was in good shape, I wouldn't have picked it up. I don't know how many lots I've had to turn down. This was the only one that was in rough shape. SpongeBob Hero Pants, and the case is all ripped up. But there is that extra 3DS case in there if that game ends up being worth selling or anything. So that's not it. There's also a box of Wii U games. I negotiated, hopefully to get this box of Wii U games, and there were some Xbox games in there too. But she was like, pretty adamant about $5 a game, not really wanting to go down. I ended up kind of maybe passive aggressively saying, because one of the games in there was actually PS4 Destiny 2, which is now free to play, and the game's worthless. They sell it at Walmart for like 99 cents now. just trying to get rid of it. So I kind of passive aggressively said like, well, this one, I'll take this one out. This one's worthless. It's free now. And I took out some just really bad 360 games, and that kind of brought the price down a little bit more. So I got a stack. I kept one 360 game I wanted to keep for myself. Fallout 3. This was complete. I wanted to keep this one for myself because I tried Fallout 4. I didn't really like it, but now I kind of know that that's not one of the ones that people are as excited about as like Fallout 3 and New Vegas. So, but got a bunch of Wii U games. I think there's 20 or so here. One Wii game in here too. Sonic and All Stars Racing. So that's a good one to get. This one's a little water damaged, but doesn't really matter. Rabbids Land. Wipeout 3. I don't get these. I find these Wipeout games a ton, and it's like, what? Who's buying these? Fast and Furious Showdown. I think this one actually might be worth a little bit, because I was looking recently at maybe doing a full Wii U set. I think right now I'm going to keep games that are worth less. At least try to make my money back. This one I will be keeping. This one was complete with everything. Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. I know this is a really bad game. I remember when it came out, it was like legendarily bad. So I'll keep that one for my collection. Need for Speed Most Wanted. I don't know what all these weird GameStop stickers on. This one's one of the better ones. Sonic Lost World. Deadly 6 Bonus Edition. One of the better titles in this bundle. Transformers Rise of Dark Spark. I think that one's alright. Pretty reasonably decent. Moving on here. One of the better ones, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. And that one's good to go. I don't know. Some of the Transformers games are worth decently. I don't know if Transformers Prime is worth anything. If not, I will throw it in my... Right now I have a box set aside of random Wii U games that I get for like really cheap. And it's mostly a thing of, if I ever decide to go for the Wii U complete set, I at least have a little start here. Lego Marvel Superheroes. A bunch of Lego ones in here. Lego Batman 3. Is that the wrong disc? Okay. So this one, Lego Batman for the Wii, the original one, has the Lego Batman 3 disc, and the Lego Batman 3 has the Lego Batman disc. So, alright. So that is okay. Whoop. And what else we got here? Amazing Spider-Man 2. This one I think is not bad for selling purposes. Hey, what's this? Oh, I thought it was a GameStop gift card. It's a GameStop. Someone signed up for the GameStop Power-Up reward and then never did anything with it. Okay. I'm thinking, man, if that was like a GameStop gift card somehow with money on it, that'd be pretty nice. Epic Mickey 2. Injustice. And that's it for the Wii U games. So, I was trying to get her down. She had $5 a game on like every game. And she had $50 each on the 3DSs, which is pretty good. They're in good shape and they sell, like I said, on eBay pretty quickly for like $130. If I bundle a few crappy games with them, I could probably get a little bit more. I'm going to bundle the case as well. That helps with the sale. And then so I got her down. She really was not budging very well. Probably should have walked away with just the 3DSs, but I figured, there's a lot of games here, and there's a lot of, decent, $12 to $20 games that I could get in with, and I can keep some stuff for myself too, hopefully for free. So I paid $200 total for everything. Not bad. 100. I kind of see it 100 for the 3DSs, and then there's about almost 30 games here, maybe, for another 100, which. Whether or not that's a great deal, I don't know. I'll make my money back for sure. I'll make some profit for sure. How much profit I make if it was worth shelling out $200 is a different thing. But, sometimes you got to just go out there and give it a shot. So I got my Friday finds then. Pretty busy day. A lot of good finds. A lot of good stuff. Some kind of interesting stories. So Originally I was going up to a sale that said PS3 and PS4 games. It's kind of the only thing that had anything game related, you know. And, you know, sometimes you ask them and they might have more stuff that they just didn't think to bring out, older stuff. So, you know, I head out there. It's about 20 minutes away, you know, take a longer way. I'm up a little bit earlier, so I take a longer way to do some sign chasing. And I happened to just see a sale off the side of the road that apparently was listed on Facebook Marketplace. I never saw it myself, but it had some game stuff on the side of the road. I noticed an arcade cabinet they had of the Asteroids cabinet. And it had some game stuff, and their sale is set up, and it was like maybe $8.25, I think, around then. And I'm kind of like looking at the stuff, you know, whatever. It was a lot of horrible, like there was game stuff there, a lot of just horrible games. Sports games were $1, and so this is kind of probably a vendor or a collector. I think it was a collector. Sports games were $1, and everything else was $5. And like the games were like stuff I would pass up for $1 to Goodwill, the other stuff like Wipeout on the Wii and stuff like that. And there were some NES games that were like horrible, like just the most basic common stuff like that. Really, really bad stuff. And I'm just kind of looking through it, and the guy's like, well, I'm not selling till 9 o'clock. I'm not selling this stuff because I have a lot of interest in this stuff. I got a lot of people messaging me online. I have a lot of interest, so I'm not selling till 9 o'clock. And I'm thinking, I don't really care about your stuff because it sucks. It's horrible. But I'm also thinking like, but I'm here. I don't know why you wouldn't just sell to me. You don't have any. If you have anything reserved that someone, you know, wanted, sure. But if I wanted to buy your garbage, I'm here. It was just like really baffling. It was like yellowed systems with no cables and like really bad NES games and not in good shape. I don't know what this guy's deal was, but I kind of left and just got out of there. I'm thinking, okay, don't really care about your garbage. I did go to a pretty cool sale. It was actually a street over from the sale that said PS3 and PS4 games. And I saw some DS games in a bin. They were all complete, but they were just all really bad. Like just, you know, little girl games, Hannah Montana, you know, pets, stuff like that. Really bad stuff. Nothing I was interested in. But I asked if he had any more games, and he brought out a big tub of... he said he had a bunch of PlayStation and Xbox games. There was only one Xbox 360 game in there. But there was a bunch of PS1 and PS2 games in there. Not to be mean, the guy was not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. I asked him how much the games were. At one point he told me $1, and then at one point he told me $0.25 each, and then he settled on 50 cents each. I kept asking him. I asked him how much he wanted for the tub like 4 times, and he just wouldn't answer me. And then he was like, "I'll do $100 for the tub," because it had 2 PS2s in it, one slim, one fat, and it also had a bunch of games, which I bought almost every game. And it had some just peripherals I didn't want. PS2 guitars and stuff like that aren't really too interesting. Like the off-brand Guitar Hero guitars and some SingStar mics. So I just kind of picked out every single game because 50 cents a game is pretty much good for anything. I picked out all the games. I grabbed the slim system with all the cables and everything. I figured if one has a chance of not working, it's going to be the fat one. He probably bought the slim to replace it. So he wanted 25 on the systems, and I didn't think 25 was too great of a deal on the fat one. But I got a slim PS2. I think this is the first time I've showed anything in the video yet, and it's in this segment. It's 3 minutes into the segment. Had all the cables and everything, so 25 for that. I think that should be pretty good. There was not a game in it. Nope. There was also some Game Boy Advance stuff. There was nothing good. It was kind of on the level of the DS stuff, and he didn't know where the rest of it was, or there was no system or anything. There was a DS system that was in really bad shape. Like the hinge was like just absolutely wobbly, so I passed. But I did grab the really bad version of Sonic 1, the Genesis Sonic 1, Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, they call it, for GBA. Really, really bad port of this. I also just grabbed these. I showed him that I had them. I don't know if he even realized what they were. I got the manual for it, as well as the manual for Namco Museum and DK King of Swing, which neither of those were there, so I don't know. I kind of just took those with the game, kind of just paired them with it. I don't know. I spent $42 with this guy. I probably should have just talked him down to 40, but oh well. So I bought 34 games from him. So I'm going to go through those. I'm going to start with the one Xbox game. This was kind of nice for 50 cents. Kinect Adventures sealed. Pretty good. All this stuff's in really good shape. It's all complete. So, 50 cents is a joy to pay for stuff that's complete and in good condition. So we're going to go through that stuff now. Tetris Plus. Vigilante 8. Tiny Toon Adventures Plucky's Big Adventure. I was not aware of this one. I know some of the Tiny Toons games from Konami back in the day were pretty good. Unlike Genesis and Super Nintendo. I don't know if that one's any good. I'll probably keep that one. 10-Pin Alley. Looks kind of generic bowling game. He's back. Frogger. Not sure what this is blocking it, but it's Wheel of Fortune. Spec Ops Airborne Command. This one was pretty funny. This looks kind of terrible, but I'm going to keep this for my collection because it looks kind of entertaining. Mort the Chicken. I don't know. Looks incredible. Namco Museum Volume 1. Pretty solid one. Crash Team Racing. Never a bad one to see in the mix. Pitfall 3D. This is another one I'm going to keep. This looks like one of those games towards the end of the lifespan, I would guess. Yeah, it looks like it, where they put no effort into localizing it whatsoever. Board Game Top Shop with this really bad... Like, look at this background. It looks like it's printed out on paper, and then they took a picture of it. It looks horrible. And you got some little guys on the front. I'll be keeping that one. I've never seen that one. Test Drive Off-Road 2. I've seen footage of this one. Dukes of Hazzard. This looks absolutely horrible. Land Before Time Great Valley Racing Adventure. Okay. Powerboat Racing. Extreme Pinball. And the final PS1 game, yeah, is Mrs. Spider's Tea Party. So, 50 cents each. Some of them I'm going to keep. Some of them I'm going to see. I kind of just grabbed I grabbed every single PS1 game, pretty much. At just 50 cents. You know, you can do well with trade on that. You can do well with it, whatever. Yeah, you know, I'm going to sell, you know, I paid $42. I'm going to make my money back on some of this stuff. So it's pretty much, the way I see it is it's just, you know, free games for trade fodder to get better stuff. I'm going to move into the PS2 games I got now. I got a big stack of those. These are all complete in nice shape and were also 50 cents, as I said. Simpsons Road Rage. I wish that was hit and run, but I dropped it on the floor on accident. Pac-Man Fever. I don't know this one. I don't know what the... Is that Heihachi from Tekken? And I don't know who that is. I don't know who this guy is or her. There's Miss Pac-Man. I don't know what this is. Like a... Oh, it looks like Mario Party with Namco characters. Okay. Might be interesting. Backyard Baseball with Alex Rodriguez. Starsky and Hutch. The Getaway. I know this is like a first party. I don't remember what first party developed this. Sony London, maybe? No, I don't know. I don't remember who developed that one. That was a first party game. This one's kind of funny. Donald Duck Going Quackers. I actually have a friend who speedruns this game and is like really good at it. So I'll have to let them know that I picked that up. Some of these are kind of valuable right now. Some of these are kind of going up. Scooby-Doo Night of 100 Frights. I think this is the one that Heavy Iron Studio made. Yeah, this is the one. I'd probably keep this if it wasn't Greatest Hits, because I guess this is kind of a well-liked platformer from that era, but I don't really want Greatest Hits stuff. I've never seen this one before. Daredevil. Top Gear Daredevil. Looks kind of weird, kind of bad. Tetris Worlds. I've actually never seen this one either, so that's a good one to get. This one's cool. This is published by Atlas Choro Q, so that's what's going to the collection. This one's probably the one in the worst shape, which is fine. I already have this game. Jak and Daxter Precursor Legacy. I don't know how this happens, but looks like the original owner like ripped off the plastic and then tried to tape the artwork back around it. So the artwork's probably shot. But, and then last three games here, GTA Vice City. And then for some reason, I don't know why, 2 copies of GTA 3. Both were in good shape, so I can't imagine it was because one didn't work or something. So that's pretty good. 50 cents, $42 total. I probably could have just said 40, but, you know, whatever. He's given me a good enough deal, I guess. I'm not really quite sure how the rest of that worked out to be $60 with a $25 system. And then a couple really bad peripherals. So I think he probably just pulled that number out of his butt, and I just bought everything around it and left. So not bad. Where do I want to go next? This one was kind of a cool. I mean, they're probably the best find of the day at this sale. I was kind of working with this woman. She had a bunch of stuff, but she didn't, kind of like yesterday's find. She didn't really want to let it go for too cheap. She wanted 75 for a Wii and 75 for a PS3 like super slim, and then like $3 a game on the games. I asked her just out of curiosity how much she wanted on if I just did bought all of her game stuff and just like left. And she was kind of trying to get 200. I was hoping closer to get to that 150 for everything, but I just kind of, maybe I'll go back there tomorrow and see if she'd do 150. If I do, you'll see that in next week's video. I probably won't though. But I did pick up a couple games for $3 each. 5 games, so $15 for all this. I picked up Hasbro Family Game Night 3. This actually has some value, holds some value to it. So if you see that one out and about, pick it up. She had a copy of Wii Sports, but it was missing the disc, and she could not find it anywhere. I had her plug in the Wii to see if it was still in the system, but it was not. So I'm not sure what was up with that. Transformers Devastation. This was the one developed by Platinum Games. That's pretty cool. I kind of would rather have this on PS4 though, but I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it for PS3. I know it came out on both. These all are pretty good shape. I got WarriorWare Smooth Moves. And this one, I don't know if this is even worth picking up for $3. I know this game's pretty horrible. But once again, it's not one I see very often, and it is published by Atlas. 101 party game Mega Mix. Not one I see very often. I know it's, pretty bad. But finally, the best one, easily, I don't know why she would mark this at $3, but this was a great find. Time Crisis 4, complete in the big box with the gun controller, the GunCon 3. This is, quite valuable game for PS3, so having it in pretty good shape, complete in the big box and everything for $3. Excellent, excellent find there. Really happy with that one. Moving on, kind of just wrapping up the day, driving home, and I see a sale on the side of the road, and I go to pick these up because these are good for my eBay store. Just these blank jewel cases. I use these to ship off loose disc games. So $2 for a bunch of these. There's probably, came with 50. She probably looks like she used maybe 5. So there's probably 45 of them for $2. Those things are great for shipping off loose disc games. So I picked it up and I asked if she had any video games and kind of list off older stuff. And she's like, oh, no, I don't have any older stuff. Just I have a Wii. And I was like, oh, I'd be interested in that if you want to bring that out. And she went in and got it. She said that she bought it and then only ever hooked it up for 3 days and then never played it again. So I don't know about that. Now, there's quite a bit of stuff with this to be only hooked up for 3 days. But I got the Wii. She brought it out, and I asked her what she wanted for it, and she said, "How about $50?" And I offered her 40, and she took it. So, kind of, it got $10 off to redeem myself for my horrible negotiating and not getting $2 off. So, got some games here. I'm hoping that I forgot to check to see if there was a disc inside. I'm hoping there's a Wii Sports disc inside somehow. That'd be nice. I think these controllers, now that I'm looking at them, are kind of shot. They have some pretty bad battery corrosion. But it came with a pink controller and a black one, but I think they're both no good because it had some pretty bad corrosion. But there's the black Wii, the later release one that doesn't have the GameCube support. No GameCube controllers ports on them. I remember this bundle, I think. It was a bundle that came with New Super Mario Brothers Wii and the Galaxy soundtrack. I think this was like one Christmas. It just came with both of them. I don't have this Galaxy soundtrack, so that's kind of cool to have. Trying to see what else it came with here. It only came with 4 games. Brunswick Pro Bowling, Namco Museum Mega Mix, Dream Pinball, and Super Mario Galaxy. So, not a horrible game selection, not too exciting. And let me see what else we got here. This was kind of interesting. It's unfortunate, but it also came with a nunchuck. The tab is ripped off at the top here, but this is actually still sealed, brand new. So very cool to get a sealed nunchuck. Very random. Yeah, it's unfortunate the Wii remotes, but didn't work. But for 40, Wii stuff, if you're not aware, is pretty hot right now. They sell pretty quick on eBay, and I know people who do Amazon FBA also are doing quite well with those. So, something to keep in mind. And then, one more stop on my way back. And I saw this stuff out. They had a whole, Guitar Hero kit and Rock Band. Like, they had the drum set and the keyboard and the microphone. Not too interested in that stuff, but there was 2 guitars with it. I'm not going to show them. They're just 2 360 Guitar Hero guitars. And 4 games. There was Beatles, Rock Band, Guitar Hero 5. Guitar Hero stuff right now is pretty hot too. This stuff, Guitar Hero and Rock Band stuff, keep an eye out for it. It is pretty hot. It is selling pretty well, especially some of the later release ones. Guitar Hero 5 is good. Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. Rock Band 3, which is in here, is pretty good. This is like $30 on 360. Yeah, keep your eye out on this stuff because it is good. And if you want to put the work into testing and cleaning and shipping the guitar controllers as well, those might be worth your time. And just found a bonus game in here. Oh, nice. Cool. There's also a bonus 360 game in the Guitar Hero 5 case. Guitar Hero Van Halen. Oh, I remember they did it. I was really big into Guitar Hero. I remember you pre-ordered Guitar Hero 5, you got a free copy of Guitar Hero Van Halen, so that must have been what it was. It came in like a cardboard case. But that was pretty nice. And then I don't know if I showed this because I got distracted, Lego Rock Band as well, which actually this one holds some value. So yeah, the games are pretty worthwhile. 2 guitars, if they work and everything, they do sell for pretty decent, especially if you bundle a game. I try to bundle. What I do is I try to bundle like one of the cheaper Guitar Hero games, like World Tour or Band Hero, and do it that way. But that stuff, if you want to sell, try to make some money to get more games, that is definitely an option. And I never actually mentioned then what happened. The whole sale, this whole day kind of was driven by that one sale where it was PS3 and PS4 games that I ended up going to, and their PS3 games were $10 each, and their PS4 games were like $20 each, and they were all sports games. Absolutely horrible sale. I'm glad that I scored at the sale on the next street over, because that's an absolutely horrible prices. But I did pick up a PlayStation video cable for $1, so not too bad. So that's my Friday sales, and I think that is it for this video. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Follow me on Twitter at Objo Gaming. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Leave a comment down below with what you've been able to pick up lately, if you've been able to get out there and get looking. And if there are any of those games I got for PS2 or PS1 or some kind of hidden gem that I've never seen, because there's a lot of obscure stuff I'd never heard of before. So if any of those are like any kind of hidden gem, let me know and I will put that in the collection and try it out. But I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.